Hello, everyone. Welcome to day one of my gift for the end of the new year. Few weeks ago, I got this strong calling to do some free sessions for anyone who's looking to end 2022 with clarity and start the 2023 with energy, clear intentions, clear goals. And when I talk about goals, doesn't mean like I want to earn so much, I want to lose weight. It's more of how you want to feel. What do you want to welcome in 2023? Years ago, I learned how to do vision boards a decade ago, and I used to do it once in a while. And a few years ago, I did my vision board, and I did this exercise, energetic exercise of connecting of what I wanted to bring in the next year. I did it in January 2022. I did a small workshop in person. I had some friends and family come and join me online and also in my home. And we had a lot of fun. And when I was cutting the pieces of paper, I knew a few things I wanted to do. I wanted to feel healthier. I wanted to spend more time with my kids, but I did an energetic meditation, and then we started cutting papers and started putting things in our vision board. And a lot of what I put there, I didn't know why I put it there. There was some clips. There was a magazine that was like a finance magazine, and they were talking about leading women. They were talking about receiving thank you notes that you don't expect. And so I cut them. I cut the titles, I cut the pictures, I cut different parts of the magazines that felt called to me, even though I didn't know how it related to what I was welcoming. I just knew I wanted to be of service. I wanted to be more with my family. I wanted to have work-life balance. That's all I knew. 2022, as we know, changed our life upside down. But I kept my vision board in my closet. So I was seeing them, even though I was like, probably half of these things, I don't know how they're going to happen. But as the year went evolving, I started noticing pieces of my vision board. My kids had added best mom ever. And I had spent more time than ever with my kids during those 3 months because they were home from school. We had nowhere to go. Normally we had activities and parties or like social events, errands. Now everything was online. We were doing shopping online. So we had nowhere to go. So I was like, we took out the paint, we did so many different activities with the kids. And so slowly, as the year went by, I started noticing that I had written a lot about feeling that people were thankful for the service I was doing, that I was leading and empowering women. And at that time, I felt it was professionally, and I was in the corporate world. And that year, I discovered my mentor, my teacher, Patricia Misakian from the Akashic Records Institute, and I started a journey of learning about Akashic Records. I started it for myself. I started it because I wanted answers. I started it because I had friends who read tarot or who channel messages, and I wanted to get answers for myself so I didn't have to rely on someone else to go to them, find the time. I wanted to get the answers. I asked Patricia, I'm like, I just want to do it for myself. This certificate is to provide it as a service for clients. And she's like, you can do it for yourself. You just have some requirements you have to meet for the certification. And then it's up to you if you want to practice or not. But like if you care about the certification, you do it. If you don't care about the certification, you just learn. And as I was sharing sessions with other people in the group, I love what I was doing. And these were people from all around the world. We didn't know each other. We were exchanging sessions to practice. And so expectations were low. So I was just flowing with what was coming to me. Like it was not, I didn't feel nervous, like I need to impress them. Like, no, they know I'm learning. And the feedback I received was that they were surprised that I was touching in the points that they needed. So why I'm saying all of this, because when we start 2023 and as we close 2022, I want you to focus on not who you need to be or what you need to accomplish. Is like how you want to feel. What do you want to welcome in your life? Is it quality time with your family? Is it respect from your colleagues? Is it financial abundance, so you don't have to worry about how the bills are being paid? We focus more on the feeling, and then the how and who we become will become very clearly as the year goes by. My vision board, I put a lot on my vision board. I have it still in my closet because there was one part that I had not accomplished. It was luxury vacations and extraordinary vacations. And so because of the pandemic, we stopped traveling. And so I had it still there, even though almost 3 years had passed. And in August, a friend of mine who was leading a retreat asked me if I wanted to help her. She wanted a practitioner. This was a spiritual retreat, energetic retreat. And she asked me if I will accompany her to Egypt to help her lead this retreat. So help her with the organization, help her while I'm there, hold space for the women who were going to be there. And of course, well, I consulted my family, but it was a yes. It was a clear yes. Because 6 years ago, I had written in my journal, in an exercise I did called Life Book, I had written that I wanted to be invited to retreats, and I wanted to help empower women during retreats. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was in corporate world, computer engineer. I'm like, retreats and computer engineer, like, yes, we have conferences, but like how this is going to match, I'm not sure. But I had written it. For some reason, it had come to my awareness. And then 6 years later, I got an invitation from a dear friend of mine and a healer who I respect a lot, to help her. And it was a lot of work, but it was amazing. And the fulfillment, I felt like I got the idea many years ago, even though I didn't know how, where, with whom, nothing. But the universe put the circumstances in front of me. And sorry, the train is passing, if you hear noise. As long as I followed the path the universe was putting there, the synchronicities, the messages, the alignment, everything will unfold. So my question for you would be to have an open mind during these 3 days. Today is the first day of my gift for you, and I just saw it's 11:11, and we're going to do another session on Wednesday, another session on Friday, and it's going to just close 2022 with clarity, right? Like, what lessons did we learn? What paths open up for us? What intuitive hits we got? Because what the universe is telling us always is like giving us signs, either by memes, by posts that you see in social media, by people telling you. Sometimes a friend might tell you a message. You might open a book and see, like many people do it with holy books. I know in Indian culture, we have a holy book that we open, and my dad used to say, that's what I need to focus on today. Many people do it with the Bible, whatever it is, right? The universe is constantly giving us messages, and it's up to us to listen to them. And it's up to us to say, I hear you, I'm going to do it. Okay, show me, help me to continue this path, right? Like, I think it took me 6 years to get to the retreat because I didn't ask the universe, like, show me. I just put it there. I'm like, this is my intention. But I do feel that this year, everything is appearing faster in my environment, in my world, because I'm asking constantly to my spirit team, to my guides, to my ancestors, show me, put the resources that I need so I can do it in an easier way, so I don't have to struggle to get there. It doesn't mean that everything is going to be easy and smooth and it's going to be a straight path. It doesn't mean that, but it means that you will have the courage and the awareness on how to get there. Okay, and so some of you are new into my world. So my name is Pooja Metani. I'm the founder of Akasha Codes. I do energy healing, Akashic Records healing, Reiki. I mix all my tools to create Akasha Codes healings. So while I'm doing the healing, I will take you through a meditation to ground and to keep you in a safe space. And then I will do a mix of messages that come to me for you, and a bit of energetic healing and releasing. Because we are in a group, the messages will be for the group. So what I ask before starting the sessions always is, let me be a channel for what anyone needs, the healing they need, the message that they need to receive today. And so some messages might not resonate with you, but just keep an open mind. Maybe tomorrow or the after tomorrow or another time, it will resonate to you. If you don't understand something I'm saying, if you fall asleep, or if you feel like you went away, that's okay. You're still receiving the healing, maybe not in a conscious level, but you're receiving it in a unconscious, in a subconscious level. So don't worry if you feel like you fall asleep or you went away. That's all good. You might feel shivers or maybe warmth or vibration. That's all good. You might not feel anything. That's also good. My teacher always says that there are different ways that people receive messages and healing, right? Some people can hear messages, like they can hear a real voice saying, say this, or this is the message for you. Some people can visualize scenes from your life. They might be able to see what's in your future. Some people sense it. So there's different ways. So be open to receive it in the way that's more comfortable for you. It doesn't mean that you cannot develop the other skills. It's just that right now, whatever is easier for you, the spirit team will guide you to receive it that way. Another thing, I talk about universe, God, angels. They're all the same. They're all the same high vibration, right? Like everyone relates to one portion. Like maybe I grew in a Hindu family, so we talked about the Hindu pantheon, like the Hindu gods and goddesses. Some people believe in angels and archangels, but is this all the same high vibration? Is different ways that you can connect with us. So one of my gurus said, someone was asking about why there are different gurus, right? Like different ways of teaching, why there's so many gurus, if God is one, if the ultimate power is one. And he was like, it's like teachers, right? In school, you might have your favorite teacher, and your favorite teacher might be different from another child's favorite teacher, because everyone learns different. The teachers that are more strict, and so some kids need that discipline and they do better. They overwork, they do a lot of hard work because they want to meet the standards of that teacher. And some other teachers are very loving and a bit softer, and some kids thrive with that. So the same way that children thrive in different ways, also adults need that, right? The guidance that you receive, you might connect with one teacher or one universal power in one way or another. So I might say spirit team, I might say universe. Normally I try to use universe as a general understanding of higher power, right? Like it feels more universal. So I say the universe or the spirit team, but just if it doesn't resonate with you, don't get stuck on the words. Just know that it's a higher power, whoever you believe in. Okay. So if anyone has any questions, you can post it in the chat, and we can go through them after the session. I'm going to ask you to sit, if you're sitting in a chair, if you can put your feet flat in the floor, and just so we can ground ourselves. If you're sitting in a bed or lying down, you can put the feet flat in the bed, just like it just helps us like ground better. I'm going to close my eyes for majority of the session, but do what feels more comfortable for you. Most of the people prefer to close their eyes, but if you feel like you want to open your eyes, that's also good. I want you to take few deep breaths just to come to the present time at your own rhythm. Just thanking yourself for taking out the time of your busy day to be here. to listen to this healing, even if you're live, even if you are not live, even if you're watching the replay. The healing will be received exactly when you need it, exactly when you are able to receive it. Sometimes we need to pass through certain situations or certain conversations before we can hear healing, so it connects better with what healing path you're going through. So just know that no matter if you're watching it live or replay, the healing will be the same. The energy will be the same. I'm thanking your higher self for being here and helping me co-create the session so it's for your highest best. Your higher self is you with all the knowledge that you have experienced, all the situations you've experienced, all your beliefs, all your feelings. They know everything from your past, including past life, if you believe in them, and also the probabilities of your future. Like what will be for your highest best. I want you to imagine your root chakra, your first chakra opening up. And I'm very visual, so I like to imagine it like a lotus flower opening up or the lens of a camera opening up. So you can use those visuals if it's easier for you, but know that even if you don't imagine it, even if you don't visualize it, by you just saying, my root chakra is opening up, it will open up. The energetic body is that intelligent. And the root chakra is at the bottom of your tailbone, a bit forward for the women. And it's opening up. And imagine now a root coming out of it. And it's the root of a tree coming out from your root chakra, passing through your chair, passing through the floor, through all the layers of your house or your building, passing through all the layers of Mother Earth, and reaching to the center of the earth. In the center of the earth is a ball of fire. And by connecting this root to the center of the earth, we are connecting to Mother Earth's energy. We are going to allow through this root to release everything that no longer serves us. Anything that maybe it worked until yesterday or until a minute ago, but for the future us, it won't serve us. So it doesn't mean that it's wrong, right? It doesn't mean that it was a bad belief or a bad situation or a bad relationship. It just means it no longer serves us. It served a purpose. It kept us safe. It accompanied us through life in certain situations, but now you no longer need them. So we are going to release it. We release this energy through our ground cord that's coming out from our root chakra and letting Mother Earth burn it, recycle, and renew this energy. So energy is not created or destroyed, it just changes, it transforms. So we are transforming what no longer serves us into new, renewable, fresh energy. And then we will bring it back to our body. But for now, just imagine that throughout the session, anything that is no longer serving you is from the past. You don't need to carry maybe a pain or an emotion or a feeling. It will be released. Sometimes relationships get released and they don't mean that you stop having a conversation with them. It might mean that you don't longer have that connection with them. But many times it's just that you don't attach all these feelings and all the past to that relationship. Now you can move forward like a new relationship, an acquaintance in your circle, but not involve or attached to what happened or why it happened. Now I want you to imagine that from the bottom of your feet, your root there's chakras too in the bottom of your feet, and they are opening up. And again, you can imagine it as a lotus flower, as the lens of your camera. And roots are coming out from the feet too. And they're going to pass through the floor, through all the layers of your house or building, through all the layers of Mother Earth, connecting to the center of the earth. And from these roots, we are going to ask the Mother Earth to bring us energy. We are going to absorb energy. This energy is going to come up from these roots, up, 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 passing through your feet, passing through the side channels of your leg, and connecting to your root chakra. So it's kind of creating a cycle. From the root chakra is going to release, and then the Mother Earth is going to recycle that energy, and new refresh energy is going to come up from the roots to your feet, to your legs, and so on. So just imagine that cycle. And in the legs, we keep a lot of what it slows us down, all the obstacles, all the uncertainties of what step to take next, all the fears of moving forward, of changing directions. All of that is accumulated through your legs and feet. So we are going to start clearing all of that no longer serves us through the root chakra. Now I want you to imagine that your crown chakra is opening up. The crown chakra is on top of your head. And we are going to ask the universe to send us fresh energy, knowledge, all that needs to be in our awareness. Bring this energy through our crown chakra, passing through our head, passing through our neck, passing through our torso, and connecting also in the root chakra. In the root chakra, Mother Earth's energy and the universal energy is going to mix up. And part of this mixture is going to pump up through your spine, up, 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 to the back of your neck, up, 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 to the back of your head. And then through the crown chakra is going to float. It's going to release. It's going to be like a fountain, covering your aura and beyond, clearing everything that's attached to us, energies around us, just clearing and refreshing all of that. And part of this mixture is going to bifurcate through your shoulders, down to your arms, and the hands also have chakras. So we are going to open them up and allow this energy to flow. So now you have energy from Earth, from the universe, coming to your body. And also you have energy releasing from your body. It's going to be circulating through your whole body, and you might feel a bit cold, or you might feel warm, or you might not feel anything. And any of that is completely okay. Just feel the energy moving. Just know that it's finding everything that no longer serves you, anything that you are ready to release. Because sometimes we hold on to things that we know they no longer serves us, but we are afraid. Maybe afraid of change, afraid of upsetting someone, afraid of misunderstandings, afraid of judgment. So we hold on to that just to keep it safe. So your higher self is asking you today to let it go. We cannot carry things that no longer serves us because it's not allowing space for new things, new relationships, new situations. If our house was full of things that we used throughout life, right? If our parents kept all our childhood stuff, the crib, the everything, all our toys, like there wouldn't be space. They needed to get rid of things that we outgrew and bring new things that we were ready for. So the same way the universe is asking you to allow it. Sorry about that. So the same way as a parent has to make that choice, right? And they might keep one or two things of when we were a child or a baby, just for memory's sake, you are allowed to keep some things from your past. Things that bring you happiness, things that make you feel good when you see it, when you hear it, or relationships that you have outgrown, but they make you feel good. So not everything we need to release, right? We can keep those things. But those things that will just be on the way of your new path needs to be released. So they're letting you know that this is part of life, this is part of growing, this is part of advancing. It doesn't mean anything is wrong with the past things, right? A baby needs those things, but when they grow, the child grows, they no longer need those things. They need new things. They need new challenges, new toys that will develop the brain. Same thing is with you. So don't feel sad, don't feel bad about releasing anything. It's just to make space for the things that will help you grow, that will help you evolve in whatever path you want to take. So your higher self is going to be in charge of like checking your energy and circulating the energy. You don't have to think any more of that. And my guides is asking me first, that showing me the throat chakra. And again, maybe some of the messages don't resonate with you, and that's okay. This is a group healing. My one-on-one healings are specific for you and more in depth and in detail. This is a group healing. So the messages is for the collective, for the majority of the people. And so some messages will resonate with you, some might not. And that's okay. Just be open to hearing what is coming. So they're coming to the throat chakra and they want me to help clear it. And what they're saying is that the voice is starting to open up. So you are starting to speak up, say your opinions, ask for your needs, express how something makes you feel or someone makes you feel. You're starting, but they want to help you strengthen that. The throat is not just talking, it's communicating in everywhere. So they want to help bring healing to allow you to speak up without worries of being misinterpreted, without the worries of someone taking it the wrong way, without worries of showing up. Because it's showing me that when we were small, some of us were told not to stand out, like don't speak up too loud, don't do too much of this, right? Don't express yourself too boldly, either because it was not okay or would be judged in the wrong way. It would be maybe taken like you are too proud, you are egocentric, or you think you are better than other people. So it was like, just keep with others, like keep don't stand out, don't shine too much, because it can bring that attention. The other side is coming is some of us were told that attention is bad, right? Maybe it's culturally, like if you stand out, if people know about your success, they'll be jealous, they'll be envious, maybe they can put evil eye. So it's better to hush and not show up and not stand out. So the universe is saying, the guides in the universe are saying, that was to keep you safe at a certain point, but it's a false belief, right? Everyone is different in the world. We cannot be like others. Maybe when we're growing up, we are surrounded by friends who are maybe in the same social, economic, maybe religious, culturally environment. But as we grow older and we start moving, we change. We change who we interact in school, in college. We change who we talk to in the companies, in the corporate world. right? You meet people from all walks of life. And there's nothing bad of being different. And there's nothing bad of standing out, right? There's nothing bad about receiving attention. It's absolutely okay. So they want to help release that fear of being vocal, fear of standing out, fear of shining, because you're safe now. Those beliefs that if a lot of good happens to you and then people see it, they will put evil life and then bad things will happen to you, is culturally, is not, the universe doesn't work that way, the same. But if you have the fear that this will happen, right, you're bringing that negativity, you're bringing that vibration. The universe is listening to us. So if we say, oh, my life is hard, it's so hard, everything is so hard, my job is hard, my kids are giving me a hard time. The universe hears, hard? Okay, you want hard, you want to experience hard. Got it. I'll send you hard. It doesn't mean that you cannot have a hard moment. It doesn't mean that you cannot complain ever. But if every moment of our life we are talking about how hard is life, that's the energy you're bringing. If you keep on talking about how hard your past was, that's what the universe will call, because that's what you know as truth. That's your truth. So the universe is saying, okay, if that's your truth, I'll keep on bringing situations. So you keep on believing in that truth. Right? So what the universe is saying, you're safe now. Open to the possibilities that you can shine, you can speak out, and nothing bad will happen. That we are going to keep you safe. Of course, it doesn't mean like you think higher than everyone, right? Like there's a difference between standing up, talking up, right? Shining, and other part of the coin is like, I'm better than everyone, you guys are less. That's not what the universe wants, right? Like we can stand up and stand out, and because we are different, and the space for everyone to be different and be good at what they want to be, right? Like your path is only yours. Everyone has a different path, a different trajectory. So just because it's easier for you or is very good for you doesn't mean that other people are not good or they're not doing good, right? So there's a difference. On the other side, they're coming, they're like, they worry the universe has of like a thought that many of us grew with, like being humble. And being humble and having humility is very different from making you small, like diminishing your light, making yourself small, being in the backstage and letting other people shine. That's not what the universe wants. That's not what your guides want. That's not what your ancestors want. Because I'm feeling a lot of ancestors' energy here from all of you. Certain parents and certain grandparents also here. They don't want you to make yourself small. They don't want you to allow to be dismissed, allow allow others to make you feel like you don't count or your experience doesn't count. Your experience is your truth. And some people might see it and some people might not. But that doesn't make it any smaller, right? Sometimes we tell people, I've had a hard life. And they'll say, like, you had a hard life? No, you don't know what hard life is, right? Like they're making you feel like your experience is not valid. And that's not okay. True, maybe your heart is not as hard as other people, but doesn't mean that you don't consider your life hard. It's different, right? So humility, being humble is good. Making yourself small or kind of like hiding, that's not good. Standing out, shining, being vocal is good. Being egocentric is not, right? Like there's a balance there. So many times we were told when we were children, like, don't only speak about yourself because that makes you egocentric and people don't like that. And many of us learn to never speak about our successes or our achievements. And what happens? We stop believing that the achievement, they're like, oh, no, it's nothing. And when we stop celebrating ourselves, we stop being happy of what we achieve after hard work, the universe is like, oh, she doesn't care. Okay, I'm not going to give her anything to celebrate, right? What's the point? And the universe is smiling. They're like, of course, we'll give you things to celebrate. But think about that, right? Like if we dismiss our achievements, why? Why we would do that? Right? There's nothing wrong about talking about your achievements or your celebrations or your accomplishments. There's a difference between being humble and listening to others, right? Like not hogging a conversation about me. But yeah, so like, I'm happy about this. I'm happy about that. And hearing about other people too. It's all like a balance. There's a fine balance in the universe. So now what the universe is asking you, now that we've been talking about celebration and standing out, they want you to think, what are you proud of? What have you accomplished this year that you're proud of? And it doesn't have to be huge, but what are you proud of? Doesn't mean that other people have to be proud. You have to be proud of. What are you proud of? Maybe you have lost some weight. Maybe you are eating healthy. Maybe you feel better. Maybe you achieve success in your career. Maybe you got a promotion or a salary increase. Maybe someone you respected, someone who inspires you. Acknowledge how good you were doing. Acknowledge how far you have gone. How much you have accomplished this year. Maybe it was just taking care of yourself. Maybe it was taking time to take care of yourself. Maybe it was like releasing situations or relationships that no longer serve you. What are you proud of? And celebrate it. You can do a happy dance. You can tell the universe, thank you, more of this. You can think about celebrating later or telling someone after the call, telling, you know what, this year, 2022, I'm proud of this. Maybe it's writing a post in social media, sharing with your family, with your friends, with your followers. And why the universe is asking you for this? Because many times we get stuck in what went wrong or what is not, what mistakes we made, what we didn't say, what we didn't accomplish. It's kind of human nature to go there first. And they want you to switch that for 2023, for the rest of 2022, and for 2023, you're going to switch your mentality. You're going to start looking every day at something that you're proud of. It can be big, can be small. I bought flowers for myself. I took time to make the coffee I like. I woke up early so I had time to journal or meditate. I took the longer route, but I feel refreshed. I took the scenic route. My kids and me, we didn't have a fight this morning. We woke up fresh and energized. Can be any win, but every day the universe and the guides are asking you, if you have a journal, or if not, maybe start one for 2023. What are you proud of? What are you happy about? What good things happen? in your day. It doesn't mean that life is going to be perfect, but make sure that there's one thing in that list, preferably more than 5, but one thing would be good. It cannot be, I'm alive. It has to be something specific that you're proud of, right? Sometimes, yes, we are proud of being alive because sometimes life is hard. And I acknowledge that. Sometimes keeping alive is all what you can be proud of, and that's good. But when you're not in that situation, look for things that you're proud of. And you will notice, possibly after 21 days, because they say it takes 21 days to create a habit, possibly after 21 days, you will start doing things, taking risk or taking action or saying things that will add to that list of what you're proud of. Because it's human nature. Hey, I have to think every day about this. You will start thinking along the day, oh, let me do a donation. Let me help someone with the packages that they're carrying up the stairs. Let me bring coffee for my coworker. I see my coworker down. Let me tell him something good or tell her something good. Maybe I know a friend or a family member struggles with body image, but they look great today. So let me tell them. I know they put effort. Let me tell them how good they look. Your mindset will change in such a way that you will go out of your way to do and say and accomplish things that will make you proud. And for 2023, that's the energy they want you to bring forward. And you'll see as you find more and more things to celebrate, to be proud of, right? Situations, people are going to come to your world to allow that to happen. It will be easier to do a good deed. It will be easier to make someone happy because you will be presented with opportunities to do that more and more and more. And the more we are proud of ourselves and we celebrate ourselves, right? Your mindset, your energy starts changing and your physical world starts changing. So 2023 is about that. But to get there, we need to first be proud of who we are today. There's something I heard from my teacher, from my Akasha Records teacher last week. She said, you are today, like what you have, what you're doing, your circumstances are thanks to the actions and decisions and circumstances that happened in your past, right? Who you are today, what you studied in the past, what you worked on the past, what decisions you made in the past lead you to where you are today. So if we want to have a successful 2023, we want to feel good at the end of 2023. Successful means many things, right? Could be financial success, could be stability, could be having a community that supports you, could be many things. So if you want to be successful at the end of 2023 and feel good, right? What actions and decisions you need to start making from now onwards to get there? We cannot jump from here to there. We need to take actions and decisions and change our behavior, change our habits, right, to get there. If you want to lose 10 kilos or 20 pounds, you don't lose it from one day to another, right? You need to maybe eat healthier or find out what food suits you, what doesn't suit you, maybe do a routine of exercise. Everybody is different, but you need to take actions to get there. It won't happen overnight. If tomorrow I get into a scale and I'm like, I haven't lost 20 pounds yet, like what's the point of eating healthy? Oh, I haven't gained even an ounce of muscle. What's the point? Why I'm in the gym an hour, right? We will be disappointed. So they don't want you to look at it like that. Think like, okay, this is where I want to be in 2023. At the end of 2023, I want to feel fulfill. I want to be happy. I want to feel safe. I want to feel healthy, whatever it is. And then take actions and decisions that take you towards that. But don't be judging yourself because you're not there yet, right? Just take it one day at a time, slowly but surely, you will get there. If we compare ourselves with what we're hoping to, we get to the mirror, we're like, oh, I look the same. We will be disappointed, and we will be disappointed and frustrated instead of being motivated and excited for what could be. I like to make goals, as I was saying in the beginning, energetically, like how I want to feel, and emotionally, like vibrational way. I don't say so much about, sometimes I put goals, right? Like, because our logic mind needs certain goals, like, okay, if I want to lose 20 kilos, means I need to lose 1 point something kilos every month. Maybe you can do that logically, but don't stay in the logic. Don't stay in the how. Don't stay in the how much. Like, don't stay there. Just have it in mind as a reference, and that's it. If you want to have financial abundance, maybe you're like, I need to earn $5,000 a month to pay my bills. But don't be stuck on the $5,000. Just know that you want to feel financially stable and safe and excited about your bank account. And then open up to the universe. And so what they're saying, I'm seeing the spirit team here, right? Angels, archangels. I'm seeing Hindu deities. We're seeing Egyptian. I'm seeing Greek. I'm seeing so many. Like, I'm seeing so many different cultures in one way. So many. Like, I'm seeing even Native American energy here. So many different cultures, universal spirit and vibration and energies here. And I'm seeing your ancestors too. And they're all cheering you up and telling you you can accomplish it. And we are here to help you. So what can you do, right? You can ask for inspiration. You can ask for help. You can ask for the resources. I like to ask, like, show me what I need to do. Show me who I need to help. Bring me the resources I need to make that happen, right? And then open up. So it's clearing now your third eye. The guides are clearing your third eye. And on top of your crown chakra, on top of the crown chakra, we have like rings here. They're like in a cone shape. They're like 3 rings, and they're called rings of creativity. And what they do, they're like an antenna. I like to imagine like they're an antenna, and they bring synchronicities. They bring inspiration. They bring creativity for you to do what you're meant to do, or what you are asking the universe that you want to do. So ask the universe, if I need to help someone, give me the resources that to have what they need, right? Like, if they need money, if they need a housing, give me the resources. If it's like kind words, give me the words, the necessary words, so I can help them. Let me be a channel to help. And when I do that, I open to what is there to happen. I open to conversations, I open to situations, I open to opportunities. So I'm like, maybe this is the way that the universe is going to show me who I need to help, show me what I need to accomplish, show me, get me the resources. And it makes life a bit easier. It doesn't mean that it's all straightforward and it's easy and no problems, but it makes it easier when we feel like we are supported. And that's why the spirit team is here. Connect with them. And can be a prayer, can be meditation, can be a conversation, can be a picture of your parents or your grandparents or someone, right? And just know that your spirit team is not only people who have passed away, right? Maybe people who are alive, who are around you too, energetically or physically. So just ask them, how can be of service? How can I accomplish what I intend to do for 2023? How accomplish what I want to feel in 2023? And then open up your ears, open up your intuition, open up to synchronicities. Maybe when you see numbers, Google them and find the meaning. You see a feather, Google it, find the meaning, because the universe is always sending us signs. Sometimes it's social media. Sometimes it's tarot cards or oracle cards, right? Like everyone has a different way to receive these messages, and the universe will make sure you receive it. But only if you're open, you'll be able to see it. Sometimes we see a sign, like there's a sign or a saying in an ad or a song, and we see it, we hear it, we don't pay attention. And one day we pay attention to the lyrics or to the writing, and we're like, oh, that's exactly what I was asking. Or that resonates with what I'm going through. And maybe you've been hearing this song for years, but you never paid attention to the lyrics. Maybe you drive by the sign, but you never paid attention to the wordings and the lettering. So now, from today, they're asking you to be more open to the signs and to the people who come to your life, because there's a reason why we encounter certain people, right? Either they have a lesson for us or they're going to help us. So be open. Trust your intuition, trust your gut instinct, trust the universe. If you're unsure, you're like, I think my gut is saying left, but I'm not sure. My logical mind is saying right. Ask the universe, send me a sign, send me a clear sign, right? You can say, I'll see triple numbers if it's right. I'll see a feather if it's left. You can put it as you want to. The universe is there. The spirit team is there to help you. Life is not supposed to be figured out by ourselves alone. Human beings need support. And if you cannot, sometimes you have the support physically with the people you're surrounded by, sometimes not. So just be open to having that spiritual support too. So I'm saying this is enough for today. And we have 2 more sessions, so they'll have more messages and more clarity to bring in the next sessions. But for today, they want you to take those messages. And if you have a journal, or if you don't have a journal, just write down what clicked for you from today's session. It helps, like when weeks pass or months pass, going back and say, having it as a reminder. Oh, yes. I need to brag about myself. I need to be proud of myself every night. Okay, let me resume that. So I just want you to come to the present time, feeling your body, taking a deep breath. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, and I'm going to ask you to ask your body to stop running energy and to touch the floor with your feet and your hands. This way we can release any energy that it's been circulating in our body, and it's excess energy. We are returning into Mother Earth. Just helps us ground. And if you have a table, you can do it in a table too. It's just the movement of like grounding. So we are back. Tell me how you feel. Share how you feel. I know, like when we come from the sessions, it feels like we are coming back slowly. So if you don't feel like sharing now, it's okay. You can take a few minutes. You can write me afterwards if you want to. If you want to share, feel free. You can unmute yourself. You can write it in the chat. I always like to see how you feel. Make sure that you don't have any questions. So feel free to unmute or chat. And just take it easy for the next 15 minutes. Drink a lot of water when we're doing these healings. It's very important to drink water. It helps us detox and move the energy, move the healing through our body, and makes us come back to our physical body. So the next week, water is always important, but drink extra water for your body. Anyone wants to share anything? If not, we can close this. How are you feeling? So good to hear that we need to focus on the feelings. Yes, you're very welcome. Not sure who you are, but whoever you are, if you want to share your name, you can share. But if you want to stay anonymous, you can stay anonymous. Happy to have you here. Chitra, oh, hi, nice to see you. It was powerful. Thank you, Pooty. Thank you, Lupe. I'm very glad it resonated. Again, if something didn't resonate right now, just be open that it might make sense in the future. But just be open also to the signs that you start receiving, because the universe is ready for you. We just need to open our eyes. You're very welcome. So many great messages. Yeah, make sure to journal it, because sometimes we forget. So if you have a journal, if not, start one. It always helpful to write those messages. I like to always keep, I don't journal always, but like after the sessions, I like to write it down. Nonika, hello, thank you for today. Wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed. Susan, thank you so much for Sonnets. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So I'm going to let you go so everyone can want to be respectful of your time. We'll be back at the same time, same Zoom link on Wednesday. You will receive a reminder on Wednesday. You will receive an email today with the recording. So if you couldn't hear completely, you'll be able to listen to it. And I'm excited for what is there to come for Wednesday and then Friday too, because a lot of energy is building up for everyone in 2023. So I'm happy to help you receive it and also flow with it. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on Wednesday or in the recordings. Take care. Bye.